Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance, where we are here inside the monastery as Brother Gregor and Carl, trying to find a suspicious novice like us. But unfortunately, because we're a monk, we've got a lot of everyday tasks to do and I haven't been very good at them. That being said, off camera I have learnt a little bit on how to work with alchemy, so I won't be quite as awful as I was before. But we're still stuck in here, I think, until either 11 or 12 o'clock. And so I need to have a think about what we're going to do next. I think I want to speak to Brother Solarius, I think it was? Because he might have some stuff for me. We also spoke to Yodok, and he thinks Siskin could be the one I'm looking for. We haven't found out who Pius is yet. We've only been here half a day, so we can't really expect to know that just yet. We do need to follow monastic life, at least very, very carefully. Apparently Maiden's War 1 is a... No, I thought it was a... something I wasn't allowed to take. I may as well take something here. Others. I guess we can probably read these. Because we do know how to read, I believe. Read. I don't know if we literally have to read all these pages, but it could be interesting. Oh, the game's having a bit of a nightmare there. That's fine, we'll come back to reading at a later stage then. Yes, I think I kind of know how to work the alchemy table now. So that's at least a little bit of progress. We also got given a quest by Brother Nevlas to do something in the library. I do believe we're headed to the library next, although we won't be able to steal what he wants at this time of day, I would imagine. That's cool, it's like a church tower or something like that. There's the drawing or blueprints for that. I wonder actually if the rest of the in-game world carries on when we're inside the monastery. Something tells me it probably doesn't. And this is just kind of for show. I'm sure the world is still there. But I do wonder if the rest of the NPCs outside the monastery actually continue on with their daily tasks and daily kind of routines. We just need to wait for the end of the hour. I think we can start that because we can cancel it halfway through. So let's make sure we cancel that in just enough time. Let's say there. Because we've already been caught out twice by the cicadas, I think it was. So we've got to watch out for them. And even if we just leave here, we'll get told off. So we don't want to do that. And I think we get put into solitary confinement if we get things wrong. So we certainly don't want to do that either. Oh, we've walked more than 50 kilometres. I've just been wandering around inside the alchemy area just while I wait for the times to pass, because I've already failed today's alchemy quest, so there's no point in trying to redo it again. But I do now understand, I think, what I'm doing here, which is the main thing. Okay, we're nearly at 12 o'clock. We should be able to go do our next task momentarily. I don't know what the next task is. We're yet to kind of find out. Hello there, brother. I'm sure we're moving much too quickly for a monastery. They wouldn't appreciate us running everywhere. Go to work in the scriptorium. Report to Brother Cyril the librarian. We can do that. Is that in here? No, this is the... I'm not neglecting my daily schedule. I'm going where I need to. I'm trying to anyway. Where's the bloody library? Is it around here? It must be. Oh yes, and the library is actually upstairs, if I remember correctly. Hello there, brothers. How are we? Brother librarian, that'll be you.
What would you like?
What would you like? I'm here for my daily duties.
I'm here to work. Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and Here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
Sit at the table and begin copying. And we see it's this table here. Start transcribing. Hopefully this one's a little bit easier. Oh goodness. I want to say that's... Is it Dicta Panamedan in... Or an, I think it's this one here. I think it's Diucta Pulita in Advent Dominum Ulano. Let's go with that one. I don't know which bit we're supposed to be copying now. That's a problem. Let's go with the Omnibus Sanctus Olatio. I don't know if we're literally copying this or we're just getting it wrong. To dome Alimonier supplice de domine de precomo. Let's see if we got that right. I thought that we probably didn't, but that was one which made sense, and I'm a little bit aware of Latin because of my upbringing. I was a choir boy and also did classical civilization at school, and so I should understand what correct Latin is at least supposed to look like. Whether that's the case, I'm not sure, but hopefully we'll have done this as we were supposed to. We'll go speak to Brother Librarian, see if we got this inherently correct. I'm guessing we probably haven't. Submit your work to the Librarian.
I couldn't have written it better myself.
Well, hey! At least that one I can do successfully. Right, what do we need to do now? Are we now free to do what we want to do? Let's just quickly speak to the Librarian and see if we can complete any other quests while we are here in the library. I know there's a couple of things we need to talk to
Gregor.
the Brother Librarian about. Yes, let's start with the torn page. Do you know what this page is? It seems to be torn out of a book.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book. Do you know what it is?
It appears to be a page torn out of Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
Do you want me to put the book back together?
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
I'll look around for them.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages, I'll be most grateful.
Right, 9 more to go. And
I found a few pages of the torn-up book, but I still don't have them all.
Wonderful. Keep looking, then. I'm sure you can find the rest.
I'm hoping we'll get some positive reputation from that. Forbidden books.
I've heard there are some forbidden books locked up in the library.
That's correct. They're here, safely hidden away from anyone who might be tempted to read them.
Can I look at them?
What if I just wanted to take a peek? Could I?
You could not. They are libri prohibiti, and the only people permitted access to them are the abbot and I. Although I see no reason why he or I would ever want to read them.
We're not going to be able to cajole him. Because he's a librarian, he's going to have much better speech than us. But sure, let's try
Even
it.
if I were to beg or promise a favour in return?
Unfortunately not. Those books were forbidden for a reason. Not even older brothers have access to them. Never mind novices like you.
That's fine.
I
Reputation
don't need to
lost.
hear anything else.
Reputation lost, but we might be able to do some more Latin and get our reputation
Forbidden books must be in that
back
cabinet.
that way. Ooh, it's a very hard lockpick. That's going to be tough to deal with. I don't think we're skilled enough to do that per se. Let's just have a look at our skills. Yeah, lockpicking is still not spectacular, to be honest. Let's pass the time. I don't know how. It's probably going to be another 2 hours here. Let's just make sure we don't. Let's make sure we follow our routine to the T, because we've already annoyed the circators, who make sure everything is as it should be. Just having a look around the library. I mean, if they're in that cabinet, I don't really have a chance of getting them without the keys. I presumably someone has the keys. I just wouldn't be able to tell you who. Is that another scroll that we want? It's not.
Forget about them.
What? What were you saying?
Salve Domine.
Salve Domine. Speak to the monk here.
What is it, brother?
What is it, brother? Fine. You're just a bog standard monk. We need to speak to Brother Circelius? Circasus? Something like that? I can't quite remember. I think we can afford to go till 2 o'clock here and pass the time and find out what we need to do next. Let's just pause time there. Could lockpick that, but again, we don't want to be seen to be lockpicking. There are plenty of scrolls here, but not the torn up pages that we're looking for. The torn up pages is what I imagine we can actually find. I strongly suspect that we may not be able to do the one about the medicine, the book of medicine, which is locked up here in the cabinet. I'm not sure that's going to be entirely feasible, unfortunately.
Devil himself. Forget about them.
He keeps on going on about these forbidden books.
What troubles you?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Can I learn something about the other novices in the library? That might be quite
Is
useful.
it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
Obviously not.
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
I'd like to ask you something.
Let's ask
about the
him
monastery.
if there's any other information that we could use. No, nothing there that I think is particularly useful at the moment. We're probably about to. Well, we've already passed the hour. I don't want to go outside the door and then miss my kind of next task. Because I imagine the cicadas won't be too chuffed with us, to be perfectly honest. Okay, we've still got another hour here, that's fine. I can't remember the schedule off the top of my head, to be honest. But I imagine at 3 o'clock things will change, so let's just get ourselves ready for that. We're still doing the tasks we need to, which is fine. It's funny how they go out of viewpoint as soon as we go away. Right, you're just another monk. Just see if there's anything else in here that I can potentially use to my advantage.
The books stored in there aren't for your eyes to see.
I'm just walking past it, brother. I'm not staying there, don't worry. Do we spend 4 hours a day here? I guess we might do. Let's have a look. We pass the time past 3 because I think it only changes on the hour if I remember correctly. So that's quite useful to know. But 4 hours during Latin. That's quite impressive. Let's stop it there. Hopefully it'll tell us what to do next momentarily. I'm not looking in the cabinet, I'm just walking past it. Go to the church and pray for prayer and mass. Fine, we can do that. Let's actually act like a proper monk and not sprint everywhere. Follow the other brothers. I imagine they're all going to the same place. Maybe we catch up with them just in case. Don't mind me. Hello there, brother librarian. I'm actually going to beat you to mass today. How about that? Okay, so 4 o'clock is mass. Prior, monk. I don't want to speak to the prior unnecessarily. I do want to speak to Brother Solarius, but we'll have to wait for the right moment to do so. I think this is our spot here. At least we learn how to speak, or how to do the librarian task without too much issue. I don't know how long this lasts for, but we can probably go... Oh, brother.
Brother Nevelis says that you didn't finish your work in the herb room. Have you lost your taste for honest labour?
Admit your guilt.
You're right, brother.
Now this is your third warning. And do you know what that means? A day in solitary confinement.
I accept my punishment.
I accept my punishment.
Now, show me what you have on you. I must confiscate anything that's not allowed in the monastery.
I did work in the herb room, though. But, hey-ho. A day of solitary confinement. As a monk. That's fine. Hopefully that means that my tasks will be reset and from tomorrow I actually know what I can do properly. One day in jail. How about that? It's not really jail time, it's more solitary confinement as a monk, but, you know, whatever. As long as they feed me, that's what I care about more than anything. Because I don't want to lose all my energy. So it looks like we'll be starting in at 4 AM, down for Ora et Labora, as before. But this time I should have a slightly better idea of what I'm supposed to be doing, I think. Honestly, that doesn't seem too bad of a punishment. It's just 20 or 30 seconds of letting time pass. Objective started go to bed. Well, I'm not going to go to bed, it's first thing in the morning.
While I was locked up, someone was making quite a racket in the cellar. Blind drunk, I'm sure of it. I wonder what's been going on.
Right, go to church from prayer and mass. Quest started, naughty habits. That sounds like something Gobbit... Sounds like something, Hello there. That sounds like something, Gollum would say. It's nasty little habitsies. What do we actually need to do for that quest? Talk to Brother Solarius. He might be able to get a few useful things. Find out what's going on in the cellars. Someone's going for a little bit of a nightcap, it looks like to me. This time, let's try do what we need to do properly. This is a very pretty game when it wants to be, for sure. Look at this, brothers. I'm the first one here. Now, that is because I was locked up and didn't have far to go, but, you know, logistics aside, I'm still the first one here. But the lighting is very pretty. Yeah, here comes everyone. We do need to speak to Brother Solaris, but we can't do that when we're in silence. Certainly not at the moment. So this is like 4:30 that they come here. Which is good to know. Some very nice music. Just coming over here to see if this is actually anything useful. Sadly not. Apparently we're allowed to walk around without any issue. I think the music's playing individually from each monk, which is quite impressive. Yeah, it is. So, depending on which direction you're listening from or viewing, the volume and the direction of the music changes. That's quite impressive. And a lot of work, I imagine, to kind of make that work. It was very cool seeing the sunrise as this music plays. As I said, I'm not particularly religious nowadays, but I do have appreciation for music, for culture, for traditions, and for architecture. And I was a choir boy, seeing stuff like this back in the day when I was a little bit younger than I am now. So this does kind of ring a bell for me. Right, where is Brother Solaris? He usually stands around the back, doesn't he? Brother Nevlas, Circated John, Antonius. Now, Yodok said it was Ciscus who he thought it was, as who he thought was the kind of person that was an issue. And Brother Ciscus doesn't appear to be here amongst us. All the other novices are here, including myself. But then again, Brother Solaris isn't here today, and I think the last time he was. So it may just be that sometimes not all the monks turn up for work and prayer, but you'd think that wouldn't be the case, really. Right. Let's pass some time if we can. Hopefully not get in trouble. I think it's 6 o'clock where things change. So let's give ourselves a little bit of kind of breathing room. We definitely can't do the Ratte tourney while we're here. That I don't think is going to work in our favour. The prayer should nearly be done. It looks like they're starting. At least the circators are starting to move. Possibly Brother Librarian's also on his way out. Yeah, soon it'll be 6, and then we go and eat, if I remember correctly. I do want to speak to Brother Solarius, though, for multiple reasons. But he's not here, unfortunately. Okay, we're off. At least the first row is off. I imagine we're off to go get food now. But I need to wait till I've been told to move, because I don't want to annoy the circators. There we go, eat with the others. Let's make sure we're walking in line, or at least at the same pace as everyone else. I don't know if I'm allowed to speak at this time of the day. I know we're not allowed to talk while we're eating. Come on, Brother Solaris, sitting around here somewhere. Circator John, you're a monk. Where are the rest of the brothers? You're a monk, you're a monk, your brother Nevelas, you're a monk. Right, he's not here.
God be with you.
God be with you, brother. I'm just going to speed up a little bit, because I am allowed to move quickly, I think. Where's Brother Solarius? I guess he's not here. Potentially he's already here, actually. Usually he sits down here, doesn't he? Yeah, Brother Solarius is there, fine. Let's sit here and eat. I think it's a 2-hour wait, if I remember correctly. So let's wait till 8 o'clock. I think between 6 and 8 is eating time. And then we need to go brew some potions. But I would love to speak to Brother Solarius en route, if possible, to try and work out what I need to do next. I think that would be wise to do. Go work in the frattery. Yeah, we need to go speak to Provost Nevelas. Let's get up. Does Brother Solarius just not move from eating at the table? Because everyone else has already left by the looks of it. Right, we can't do that at the moment then. Let's pop in here. Speak to Brother Nevelas, see what he wants me to do, and hopefully this time I can actually brew potions properly.
What troubles you?
What troubles you? Nothing, but I'm here for daily duties.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Today it's your task to concoct 2 potions to aid digestion. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them. 2
digestive potions, right. And this time I think I know what I'm doing. Start alchemy. Go over here. And this is the digestive potion we're on about, even if the reading's a little off. We don't have the ingredients we need for this recipe. We need chamomile and mint. Fine. Oh, I'm guessing that we had all our stuff taken from us. From when we went into solitary confinement. So let's try this again. Okay. You need spirits, a handful of mint, and 2 of chamomile. Grind the chamomile. Drop everything in the cauldron before boiling it for 1 turn. We can do that. So we need to make 2 of these, if I remember correctly. So spirits, a handful of mint, and 2 of chamomile. So spirits. In your pop. Then we need a handful of mint and 2 chamomile. Well, let's get the mint. And we can just pop that straight in. That doesn't need to be grinded or anything like that. But I'm actually finally understanding what I need to do. And 2 of chamomile, but we do need to grind that. It's because we didn't actually start the recipe, which is why I couldn't do this grinding before. So now I kind of get what I'm supposed to be doing. Put some more in the mortar. Grab the pestle. And let's grind this chamomile up. Ready to be brewed. It should hopefully do what we need. We chuck it in. This one doesn't seem too difficult actually. Just chuck everything in and boil it for 1 turn. Right, let's have a look. Drop everything in the cauldron and boil it for 1 turn. Let's turn on the bellows and turn the sand glass. We might need to stoke this some more if we need to. No, that lasted for about 1 turn, I think. So now we need to get a bottle, or in this case a vial. And we want to use the still. This doesn't feel very safe. Just pouring it actively over ourselves. And I'm guessing we need to bellow it as well. Well, I hope we need to bellow it. We'll have a look. I can't quite tell when this is supposed to be done, but we'll have a look. We brewed a digestive potion. Fine. 1 out of 2 done. That's good. Let's just make sure we have everything we need. I think we have everything we need. Let's start alchemy again. Make sure we are brewing the digestive potion, which we are. Right. Spirits need to go in. At least this time we're actually making the potion we need to. Whether we're making it to a high enough quality is a different question. Pop the mint in. It does say put the chamomile in first, but hopefully, or grind the chamomile first, but hopefully that shouldn't be too problematic because we are just brewing everything at the same time anyway. That would make more sense to me, I would think. Right, let's grind up these leaves of chamomile, which is in the mortar. And throw it in the cauldron. And then we need to boil for 1 turn. So bellows. And we want to turn the sand glass as well. Make sure that everything's going as it should be. Should brew for about 1 turn. There we go. Let's grab ourselves a file. And use it here. Again, it seems like a lot of things brewed for just 1 potion, but you know, what do I know? I don't know if we're supposed to be using the bellows here or not, to be honest. Feels like we might be boiling it too much, but who knows? Okay, we reached new level in alchemy. Let's go hand these in to brother... what's his face? God be with you, brother Nevlas. I have your potions.
What would you like?
I finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
Good. So we submitted the potions. That's also given us some more reputation. And then we can go do some Latin as well. I think that might be around 10 o'clock if I remember correctly. Let's start some time here. I can't remember if it is at 10 o'clock or not. If it's not at 10, it's probably at like 11. We might even be able to speak to Brother Nevlas about the... Can I somehow help you get you elected, Abbot?
Is there any way I could help you get elected? Somehow tip the scales in your favour?
What would you like to do? Climb up the tower and shout, "Vote for Nevlas, vote for Nevlas"?
Not a bad idea.
Not exactly. You do have an opponent, John.
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother. Just like you and everyone else here. We're all brothers in Christ. But there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great deal of iniquity here in the monastery. I'd be interested to hear of anything I don't know about.
You want me to find out what's going on?
Should I find out for you what's going on around here?
Let me make this clear. I want to base my candidacy on putting things in order. But if I don't know exactly what's wrong, then my promises are just empty slogans.
Very good then. I'll find out what I can.
Thank you, brother.
Okay. There's more stuff we can do for Brother Nevlas. There's no reason why we shouldn't get a friend in the kind of election. There's no reason not to, really. But yeah, we finally worked out how to do the alchemy. We can do the Latin. I'd say we're making good progress. Let's skip to 12. Let's just make sure we haven't missed anything here. In terms of timings, I think it's about 4 hours a day for each task, or at least for the Latin and then the brewing, if I remember correctly. But I might be wrong. So when we get close to 12 o'clock, we will cancel the timer. We'll cancel the passing of time. Let's go like there. And get ourselves ready to go talk some Latin. I don't want to go outside and be told off by the cicadas. We've done our potion task for the day, so that's good. So that quest, so Libri Prohibiti. Yeah, we need to get the key. Scatter pages, nasty habits. Find out for Brother Nevlas about any wrongs being committed in the monastery. We can do that. Okay, we must nearly be at 12 o'clock, which will be useful. And then we can go do our Latin for the day. Then we should be free to hopefully speak to Brother Solarius. That'd be useful. In fact, let me see if I can mark that as an active quest. Such like 3 activities. I don't need Thick as Thieves anymore. I'd rather speak to Brother Solarius, because he's going to help me out in general. I would think, anyway. Right, to go to the scriptorium, report to Brother Cyril the librarian. Are you Brother Solarius? That'd be perfect timing. You are. Right, quickly.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
Praise be to Christ, brother. We need to do this quickly. I'm looking for something that isn't easy to find around here.
I'm looking for something a little unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
Let's start with a weapon.
I need to get hold of some kind of weapon.
Well, I can't help you with that. And besides, what use would a weapon be in here?
Wine?
I need to get some wine.
You're not the only one. But I have to keep records of all the casks, and the prior checks on them. He'd notice any loss straight away. Just like our food, everything's rationed. So I'm sorry, but I'll have to disappoint you, brother.
Lockpicks.
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lockpicks? And what would you like those for?
I like to practice opening locks.
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Just for fun. Pull the other one, brother. It's got bells on. Anyway, you're barking up the wrong tree. I can't help you.
Right, well, you're a complete waste of time.
Talk to me, brother.
I'm looking for something a little unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
Let's try lockpicks again.
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lockpicks? And what would you like those for?
What is it to you? Let's try the military route or the intimidation route.
What's it to you? Do you have some or not?
Peace, brother. There's no need to get all worked up. So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
Fine. Well, let's put 2 in the basket. But we have no food we can sell him. Fine. We know what we need to do. Let's go before we're missed up here. I'm here, brother. So that's what we need to do. We do actually already have lockpicks, potentially. So get the key to the cabinet containing the books. Although it's hard to work out what that is at the moment. I don't know if we can... Does the red... Okay, the red doesn't show the pages. That's fine. So I guess we'll go for Libri Prohibiti. That's probably better. So yeah, this will be the cabinet here. Fine.
You're interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself.
No worries. Hello, brother. Oh, no, you're not brother
What is
librarian.
it, brother?
Oh, well, I thought you were brother librarian, but you're not. Where is the brother librarian? There's brother librarian. You look remarkably similar.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
Praise be to Christ. I'm here for daily duties.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you.
I would ask him about seeing that book of medicine afterwards, although I think he's already said no before. Right, which one of these is actually correct? Estuifisen konumant lot dies estorut secovetator. That one's not right. Uftisten konumat luftos eto et okomundeto. I think it's probably this top one. Et postquam consumati sunt dies octo ut circumsideretur. Let's go with that one there. That top one's not right for a start, definitely. Not that one either, so it's going to be this one down at the bottom. Secula dotum et scribas populi scisita bato et ab es ubi Christus nascerletur. That's hard to say. And then what's this last one? Oh, this one might be a bit harder. Sebedat eos usque dum veniens staret supla ubi elat pure. I'm not convinced. Setelat eos ulos di... No, that one doesn't feel right either. There wasn't much Z's, I think, included in Latin. It might be that bottom one, though. Seladat cos ufos du venenanto slatex supla ubi eta puner. I'm going to go with the top one. It may be wrong, however. We'll have to see. But who knows? I think the first two are correct. I'm just not sure about that last one. We've lost quite a lot of reputation since we've been here. We need to bring our reputation back up, I think. Right, let's go speak to the brother.
Well done, brother. No mistakes.
Hey! No mistakes. Excellent.
What troubled?
Let's see if we can speak
I've
the
heard
Book of
about
Medicine.
Avicenna's Book of Medicine. Could I see it?
Who told you about that? Of course you can't.
Taylor doesn't know then.
The cabinet. The book stood in there out for your eyes to see.
Oh, we definitely can't lockpick it if it's very hard. We need to get the keys, but I've honestly forgotten how we're supposed to get the keys. Maybe we can go out at night time. That might work better. Let's pass the time till about 4 o'clock. Because I think there's actually a lot of time we can use here in the monastery. Let's just see if we can complete one full day at the monastery without causing any issues with the cicadas. Once we settle into routine, we can go from there, I think. I think that would be wise, and maybe we'll speak to the novices again and see if there's any more we can work on from there. We need to pass a little bit more time, and then I think we go, because it's 4 o'clock, we go back to doing prayer, if I remember correctly. Let's pause the time there, as that is 4 o'clock on the dot. Yeah, go to the church for prayer and mass, we can do that. We've at least met Brother Solarius now, which is progress. And we're now managing to do our tasks successfully, which is good. I think we need to do blue. No, we're going the wrong way. We definitely want to catch up. Maybe we can even sprint. I'm here, brothers. I'm here, brothers. Don't worry about me. Don't know where the rest of them are. Oh, they're still turning up fine. It's usually a 2-hour wait for the mass, I think. Because all we have to do is just stand there and pretend to pray, so that's fine. And then we haven't got this far before, because before we got seized by the cicadas to go do something else. We're neglecting our daily schedule. What are we supposed to be doing? Oh, eating. Hopefully they haven't been eating for too long. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Oh, they've all been here for a while. Maybe it's only 1 hour in the evening. Oops. We're not allowed to speak to Novice Siskin, I know that. Right. It's definitely going to be an hour, I would think. So maybe it's only an hour in the evening, not 2 hours. Right, let's get up. I don't see where we're going to get food for Brother Solarius, but we'll have to work it out somehow.
Inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words or words,
Alright, what do we need to be doing now?
Everywhere with a perpetual ban. And
Go to bed. Well, hopefully we don't need to do that straight away. Am I allowed to be in the librarian's area? Is anyone here at night time? Still that brother there. I'm not very good at lockpicking. Let's see. Hello. Okay, we can't lockpick you. Or not. I don't mean lockpick for you, steal from you. Maybe we'll go have another word with some of the other novices? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Brother Siskin especially. Lucas. Lucas doesn't like us, neither. Antonius doesn't really matter. Brother Siskin, where are you?
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
What do you desire, Brother Gregor? Will you tell me something about
Will
yourself?
you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something?
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
Okay, quest log updated. Oh, just a completed section for Pious. That's interesting. Worldly gods in the monastery. We'll have to have a look at that in a second. They must have figured out you robbed
They
them.
must have realised you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
You needn't have come here if you didn't want to.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
And what will you do next?
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
Very well, that's all.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially the part about the coin.
As long as you give me coin. How is it you get no penance for missing mass?
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
Fair enough. What do you think about the other novices?
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices.
Antonius?
Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
I'm interested in Yodok.
What could interest you about him? He's a no-good rat. He'll turn you in for the price of a turnip. I'd bet my life that if he wasn't here, he'd be a cumin scout, bowing and scraping for a few groschen.
That doesn't sound too flattering.
It wasn't meant to. No matter what you do here, watch out for him. He's got his eye on everyone, and he'll rat on you for even the slightest of infractions.
What can you tell me about Lucas?
Hello there, Antonius in the background.
Tricky situation with Lucas. No one really knows anything about him. I've tried so many times to talk to him, but he always backs away like a virgin on a wedding night.
That's all. Thanks.
I'm curious about your stash, but I don't need to know that for the time being. We learned about Sasmil Flashka, which is good. Right, find out. That's fine. Nasty habits. Libby prohibity. Okay, that still hasn't helped us that much. But it does suggest to me that we've done a few more bits there, which is useful. Question is, how does that help us in the grand scheme of things? Maybe we can bring him on side? It's interesting we're searching for
There's
Pius.
something I should tell you. Something you won't be happy to hear. I'm here to find someone and, well, to do away with him. But listen, it's not murder. Not when it's a man like him. He's one of the brigands who burned down Neuhof. He doesn't deserve to live.
What's he doing here? And who are you?
They call him Pius because he used to be a priest. When he found out a lot of people were after him, he hid away here. And as you can see, escaped suspicion. They sent me here to find him and bring him to justice. He's one of the novices.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst. This place is a lot more exciting than I expected. Do you know who it is?
Well, that's just it.
I don't know.
No, but I hope I'll track him down soon. If you find any clue that could lead me to him...
I swear I don't know anything. Except that I'm not the one you're looking for.
It could be... I don't know. Could be Yodok.
I suspect it could be Yodok.
Do you know, that occurred to me too. Yodok's a scoundrel and a cheat. I believe he'd be capable of anything.
Siskin thinks Yodok might be Pius. What about Antonius?
It could be Antonius?
Antonius? He's a fine fellow. No, it can't be him. Although, you never know what's hiding beneath a man's skin.
See how hard it is? It could be anyone, and at the same time, nobody in particular.
Could be Lucas.
I suspect Lucas.
He certainly says little enough, and he keeps himself to himself. I could well believe he's hiding something, but not that he's a killer.
And what about you?
It could be you.
What on earth makes you think that? My being unfit for holy orders doesn't make me a former assassin.
True enough.
True enough.
I won't tell you any more. Please don't repeat what I've said.
I won't tell you more. And I'd like you to keep silent about this too.
You're talking about killing in the monastery. I really should report.
Please don't. Well, we can't be novice skin on speech. Keep your mouth shut or you come to a bad end.
Listen to me, you worthless shit. You'll be keeping your mouth shut. Otherwise, you can count on me to do away with you first.
Are you threatening me? Just
That hasn't gone very well, has it? Oh my god, we're fighting. Oh god, hello. Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? Get out of the way, Lucas. Oh, he's quite good at fighting, mind. Ow. Oh, he's definitely winning this fight, for sure. I like how all the other brothers don't seem to mind at all. Look, piss off. Right, we're not very good at unarmed combat, and he clearly is. This isn't going very well, to be honest. This is not going well in the slightest, actually. I didn't want to fight him particularly. Ow. Well, hopefully we can just apologise to the Circaders for this. And nothing else. Ow. Oh, that hurt. And now we're bleeding out, which isn't very good. Can we surrender? Help! Oh, they're so quick. Ow. Look, all I wanted you... I shouldn't have told you in the first place, I suppose. Help me, please. Please help me. Just knock me out, be done with it. We're unconscious, there we go. See how things go from here. We're just going to lie on the floor for a while? I guess so. Hello there, brother. Time for bed, I think. So me and Siskin are not best buddies now. Where's our bed? I think this is our bed here, actually. Let's not sit. Let's sleep and save. And then we'll deal with the consequences in the morning of what's just happened. Let's sleep till... It's 4 o'clock usually, isn't it, when they wake up. So let's start that. We do not have much health, but we should gain some back overnight, I would think. And hopefully once we eat as well, that should also help us out as well. But we'll have to go to morning prayer first. So yeah, me and Siskin... I thought me and Siskin would actually be quite good friends, but that's clearly not worked in our favour, has it? I still can't do the Rattay tourney because I'm stuck in a monastery. We've recovered some of our health back, which is good. We can knock out... If we know which brother has the keys for... If we know which brother has the keys for the... Presumably it's Brother Librarian. I don't know what you're doing there. Where's the Brother Librarian? I mean, everyone's going to start waking up soon. Just go to sleep for a bit longer, please. I need to not walk on this other bloke if possible. Hello. That's not me. I didn't do anything wrong. He's just asleep. Is he going back to bed? Right, other people waking up now, that's fine. I'm not neglecting my daily schedule. I'm going for prayer now. But I tell you what, we'll leave things there. Next time we start another day in the monastery. We try and work out who Brother Pyrrhus is and potentially restore our reputation with novice Siskin. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.